Hi boys and girls, today we're going to be creating a rainbow cupcake. For this project, you will need a piece of paper held vertically up and down, a pencil, eraser, black Sharpie or black marker, and whatever other coloring supplies you have at home. With our paper held vertically up and down, we're going to create a shallow curved line like a smiling face near the bottom of our paper. This is going to be the bottom of the cupcake. I like to practice a few times with my fingertip before I go ahead and draw it with my pencil. Next, we're going to draw two vertical diagonal lines. We're going to draw them up and over a tiny bit, starting with the right side. And then the same thing on the left side, going up and over to the left a little bit. You want to make sure that these lines are the same length. Now we're going to connect those lines with a horizontal zigzag line for the top of our cupcake liner. Now that zigzag line has top points and bottom points. And to make the rest of the cupcake liner design, the top points are going to be left alone, but the bottom points you're going to connect to the bottom of the cupcake liner using a straight vertical line down. Now let's make the cake part of the cupcake. On the left and right side of the edge of that cupcake liner, I'm going to draw two curved vertical lines. On the left side, it's going to curve out to the left, and on the right side, it's going to curve out to the right. Now to make the frosting of our cupcake, we're going to use a wavy line that waves across and then up and over, up and over, up and over. And we're going to do that 6 times. So across, curving up and over to the other side. That's 1 time. 2. Curving again. 3, making sure not to put too much space in between each curve, and then curving again, 4, and each time it gets a little bit more narrow as it goes up, 5, and the last one, when we curve around and back over, instead of going straight over to the right, you're going to go over to the middle and straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and straight up. Now we have to close off the open spaces of this frosting. So starting at the top, I'm going to curve down and in towards the line. That's a little flip at the top of the frosting. I'm going to look for the next open space, which is on the left, and add a little curve. Then the next open space on the right, add a curve, and keep going all the way down. Left, add a curve, right open space, add a curve, and lastly, the left open space and add a curve. And look at that tower of frosting. So we have 6 areas for the 6 colors of the rainbow, and at the top of our frosting, we'll add a little topper, maybe a cherry, strawberry, or maybe even a tiny cookie. Here are some drawing examples of what you can add to the top of your cupcake. You can always practice on the back of your paper like I just did, and then turn your paper over when you're ready and make the cupcake topper. We can't forget to draw the table in which our cupcake is placed on. Towards the bottom of the cupcake, I'm going to draw a horizontal line from the left side over to the left edge of the paper, and then the right side to the right edge of the paper. Now it's time to trace our pencil marks. You could trace with a black marker, black Sharpie, or even a black crayon. When you're all done tracing, don't forget to erase your pencil marks. I'm going to start using one color, and this one color is going to color my entire cupcake liner. I'm going to vary the pressure on this color so I can get a dark value and a light value. Value is the darkness or lightness of a color. So I'm going to press harder in one section, and on the next section I'm going to press lighter. If you have marker and you're using marker to color this in, you're going to need to use a different technique, which I will show you in a little bit. But this technique works with crayons or colored pencils because you could easily vary the pressure and change the darkness or lightness of the color. I'm going to continue to repeat this across the whole cupcake liner. Dark value, light value, dark value, light value. If you are using marker, you could use this technique. Color in the first section completely. Then on the second section, you're going to make diagonal lines across that section very close together. Then on the following section, it would be another solid section, and then the next section would be diagonal lines again. And as you do this, you'll see that it creates a darker valued area and then a lighter value area. We're going to color in the rest of our cupcake. I'm going to start with the cake color. I'm going to make my cupcake chocolate, so I'm using brown. But if you wanted vanilla, you could use yellow or peach. And if you wanted red velvet, you can overlap brown and red. So you would color lightly with brown and then lightly with red on top. Next, I'm going to color the 6 sections of my frosting using the rainbow colors in rainbow order: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. You can color in rainbow order from top to bottom or bottom to top. I'm going to color from bottom to top in rainbow order. When you're deciding what order to color it in, from bottom to top or top to bottom, don't forget to think about your cupcake topper. I used a cherry for my cupcake topper, so my cherry is going to be red, so I probably don't want my red frosting near my red cherry. When you're done coloring in your frosting, don't forget to color in your cupcake topper. Next, choose a color for your table. I decided to go with a different shade of purple. This is a blue violet that I'm using. It's more of a bluish purple. Instead of coloring in the background area of my drawing with a solid color, I'm going to use my rainbow colors again, and I'm going to make little swirling lines and also little straight lines, kind of like sprinkles, all over the background of my paper. I like to start with one color, make as many as I can, and then move on to the next, so I'm not constantly switching my colors. When you're all done, don't forget to write your name on your paper. I hope you enjoyed creating this rainbow cupcake today. Don't forget to have fun, be creative, and don't worry if you make a mistake. See you next time.